This town has been unbearable, lifeless, filled only with boredom, propaganda, and control. I've tried to escape, and I've failed this time. But I'll find a way. They call me Mr. Prepper.
Turn on the old YouTubes. Hello, my YouTube family. Got everything fired up. Today's going to be a pretty crazy day as far as the stream goes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, like 18 different subjects to talk about. We will definitely not run out of stuff to talk about. Over on the YouTube side, good morning to Bill, Celia, Constitutional Living. Constitutional Living. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and everybody else, check to make sure your stuff is still on. Let's see, Catitudes here, Janice is here, Bob Pita, Billy Buck. I'm going to Niagara Falls for anniversary weekend. That's freaking awesome. On the TikTok side, I asked my YouTubers what they were doing this weekend, and yeah, pretty nice. I like that. Yes, I plan to work. Not willing either. Catitude's got to work. Billy Buck, have to keep making the money while it's still worth something. Absolutely true. Let's see here. Doug's here. Doug's Frost. Nice. Brand new grandpa, Doug. Love it. Let's see here. We got people checking in from Pensacola. Let's see here. Hello from Louisiana. The country fair starts today. Nice. Let's see. Baby Charlotte's first birthday tomorrow. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Oh my God. The secondary is whooping your ass. Right now, primary. Right now, number one. You guys they've got over 1,000. They've got over 1,000. California. Wow, it's an early morning for you. Okay, nice. Good to have you here. Liza Gill. Oh man, I really need to start wearing my glasses. I'm about to leave for New Orleans for the Saints game. Good. I love it, man. Howdy, Lone Wolf. What do we got here? I think we're there. Billy Buck. I changed my name. You were Bill Vance. I got you, Bill. Okay, nice, good. So you put a new set of clothes on. So we now we know who you are. Gotcha. Hey, on my phone, the sales of phones slowing down. I guess. I would think so at a point that's just what's going to happen. We got Lone Wolf. He's out in Texas. What's that? Hick Jr. from Pennsylvania. Great way to start the day. Somebody decide to stash tires on a car. 4 new tires this morning to screw payday. I guess you're putting new tires on the car. I got you. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me see what I got on my very first tab here. Where with the color? Your color suggests jaundice. I'd get my kidneys checked. Actually, it's the camera, and the lights that are above are kind of yellow. It's the camera. If you pop on over to either my YouTube channel or if you pop over to my backup channel, Local Prepper 2.0, you'll see that I'm not jaundiced in any way, shape, or form. But thank you for your concern. Let's see what we got here. Nothing else is going on over there, but there's still. How is it possible? That 11 people over there are at 1,500 likes, but the people over here are only at 434 likes? As you guys should know by now, it's not a vanity thing. I just hit 255,000 followers, so I don't really need the likes, but I do need the algorithm to draw more people in. So if you guys could wake up, chug that coffee, and start following that finger, we can do some great things together. All right, let's see here. And it is a race, so. All right, what do we got here? Bully Pack showed up. Nice. Hey, good to go, man. Good. Bully Pack just got his boat back to his giant shelter, and yeah, he's probably gonna go boating this weekend, as long as everything's working right. Hopefully his boat is running good. Let's see. Dog and Ball just showed up. You're not late. You're right on time, girl. Don't worry about that. It's only 10:05. You know. Okay, so let's go ahead and push some buttons and let's see what we got here. As usual, we knock out all the admin stuff or the comedic, semi-political stuff first thing, and then we start talking about items that will affect preppers. All right, so first things first. So this came out yesterday. YouTube quietly drops some COVID censorship policies, but banned channels have not been returned. You guys are going to love this. This is absolutely hilarious, okay? I don't know if I had time to highlight this one right here, right? But Where are we at here? Over the last few months, YouTube has quietly removed or changed many of its COVID censorship rules, which resulted in numerous videos and creators being censored through 2020 to 2021. Collectively, the changes to YouTube's medical misinformations means that users are now allowed to question or dispute whether those sticky things reduce the risk of contracting or spreading that really bad thing that happened for 2 years. Question or dispute the effectiveness of masks or social distancing, say that the symptoms and contagiousness of the thing are equal to or less than severe than the common cold and flu, and declare that the pandemic is over. Well, this is going to happen. This is how they keep their business. People get tired of the bull. They quit clicking on those links. They quit playing this game where, you know what, I'm just tired of your crap. I'll go to another platform. That's what really happened. Thank you, free market, for punching these guys in the nose and letting them know that we are done with your trash. Okay, so let's go. Well, right now, yep, nice haircut. Haven't been on in 2 days. Oh, thank you, Viking. I appreciate that. The guy butchered my beard, but he did do a good job on the haircut. Let's see here. What we got here? Big Show is delivering this load of fertilizer and headed home to Texas. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So you make sure you just listen and do not watch. And I don't need your like. You keep your hands on the wheel. And little secondary, they caught you, but not by much. You're at 2.2, and they're at 2.5, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. You guys should be like 7,000 by now. I mean, come on. I'm wearing my mask right now, drinking coffee. If you don't put it on YouTube, it didn't happen. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Blaine showed up. Good to go, Blaine. Good to see you. Bully Pack says thanks, and yeah, lots to do before she hits the Gulf. I would think so, dude. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people that buy boats or have boats and hadn't had time to take care of them. They thought they were fine, and then they get out on the water, and next thing you know, they're calling somebody on their cell phone if it works, and trying to get some help and hoping that they had that radio. And you know, I've been stranded a few times myself, but thankfully I was able to fix the problems and get back to and limp back to shore. Let's see. Constitutional living. It's only over until closer to the midterms, then out of nowhere. Just saying. Constitutional living is making reference to the whole, the whole COVID situation and backing down and popping back up, and it's absolutely what he or she, I'm not sure which it is absolutely true. This is a political thing. It's a joke. Apparently our loser in chief, and yes, I say that not because there's a D in front of his name, but because he's a freaking idiot. Because it's either him that's dumb or his administration that's dumb, or it's both, or something. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody with a stick in somebody's ass and they're puppeteering these people. I don't know. I just know none of it makes any sense. But absolutely right. So he was back on the campaign trail yesterday, and like 1,000 people showed up, and no one's wearing a mask, and they're all like touchy-feely and huggy and lovey, and this is the greatest thing ever. Woo-hoo! And yeah, whatever, dude. And then followed, and this is on MSNBC, which if you're watching my YouTube, then you can actually see it's there. And then in the next segment, they're talking about a college that's making people wear masks in the classroom, but as soon as you're in the hallway or anywhere else, you can take your mask off. And people being put on academic probation for not having a mask on when they enter the classroom. This is the anal retentive asinine bullshit of the frickin' the fringe that is somehow in control of our country right now. But let's not talk about that. I'm just not interested in it because we all know it's a bunch of trash. Okay, we're going to move on to the next show. Rosita showed up. Hey, Rosita, you're freaking late. You're late again, Rosita. No, you do what you need to do, girl. That is your life. Your life comes first. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this next one. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. And slight change today. My son's or my girlfriend's son is actually staying with us a little bit longer. He normally comes on the weekends, and he's actually upstairs now. I don't know when he'll wake up, but what is it? It's the ending days of summer vacation, so you know what it is, man. If you were all teenagers, just sleeping as long as you can until it's time to go to school. But yeah, so he may come down and. I left the coffee pot in the other room so he can get it. I may have to get up and get coffee. He may stick his head down here. So if you see this scraggly teenage boy walk in front of the frame, that's what it is. He may just be like, hey, what's going on? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Grand Rising, sir. There you go. What's up, Deb? The popular vote. There's no comment to that. There's so many questions about that. It's not even funny. It's not even funny anymore. But I wanted to bring this article to you guys, too. This one's out of the Morning Brew. I subscribe to a lot of, like, off mainstream media publications because you can glean a lot more details than what they're trying to feed you on either. I mean, and Fox does a good job of bullshit, and MSNBC is just orange man bad, and CNBC or CBS or ABC, it's all bull. So I try to find some, and I don't like to use the term alternative. I like to use the term of just off fringe, something more centrist. I used to read a lot of articles from, I think it's called ground.news is the name of the site, and they'll tell you which way the article leans, and then you can focus on what you really want to see, you know. So I do like this Morning Brew. It's more of a financial thing, but they show you a lot. Hey, Allison, good to see you. So this one is titled "Judge sides with student who had room scanned in win for privacy advocates." Now that's a lot of jumbled words, okay? But here's something that's actually happening. If you have tried to use, and I'm going to bet on the TikTok side we've had a few, but if you have tried to do the distance FCC ham radio test where it's proctored via cell phone. It's like you use your computer to take the test, but then you use your cell phone off to the side to watch you so the proctor can see you. This is becoming a more and more intrusive way of seeing some different stuff, okay? So what basically happened was, I think I highlighted this one. A student who had his room scanned before taking a remote test won a major legal victory this week, sparking celebrations among privacy advocates who's been pushing back on the monitoring tactics colleges have used to crack down on cheating at home during academics. Okay, so now that you have to balance this, it's like the proctors have to figure out a way so that people don't cheat, but without violating their Fourth Amendment's rights. And unfortunately, they've been kind of doing it. And it's kind of like, you're going to do what we want, otherwise you can't take the test, you can't pass the test, you can't get the credit, you don't get your degree. And this is what some of these colleges have been actually doing. It's pretty sad. What do we got here? Oh my God, the little guy's catching up with the big guy again. There's no reason why we're not at like 5,000 like big guys. There's no reason. Follow the finger. You guys are doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing. YouTube guys, like the video. Bring people in. Thank you. All right. So on Monday, a federal judge ruled in favor of Aaron Ogletree, a chemistry student at Ohio's Cleveland State University, who successfully argued that the school's scanning of his room was unconstitutional. The judge's reasoning: Mr. Ogletree's privacy interest in his home outweighs Cleveland State's interest in scanning his room. Boom. Major win. Straightforward statement. Fourth Amendment applied. So here's what happened. Last spring semester, Ogletree was asked by a virtual proctor to take a webcam video of his space before a General Chemistry 2 exam. Ogletree consented, and the scan lasted anywhere from 10 seconds to 1 minute. Ogletree later sued Cleveland State over the incident, claiming that it violated his Fourth Amendment rights. Okay. For those who skipped this history class, for those who skipped the history class that explained what's in the Fourth Amendment, part of it protected U.S. citizens against unreasonable searches and seizures. That's the biggie right there. The judge ruled that Ogletree's expectation of privacy lies at the core of the Fourth Amendment's protections against governmental intrusion. 100%, absolutely, boom, okay? The big picture. As remote learning skyrocketed during the pandemic, so did the use of remote monitoring software to ensure the students weren't asking Jeeves for help on tests. Privacy advocates repeatedly warned against the increased use of surveillance software, arguing that it is intrusive, can be racially biased, and presents cybersecurity risks. Public colleges, in particular, might take more caution before peeking into a student's home because they're subject to the Fourth Amendment. And experts say this ruling was likely the first instance that the Fourth Amendment has been used to protect students against this type of video scan. Absolutely, 100%. Read the fine print, guys. Read the fine print. That's all I got to say. That's absolutely all I got to say. All right, let's see here. Let's check the chat here. Window Lickers here. Oh, here we go. Tried to get Hardy concert tickets. They sold out 2 concerts in 5 minutes. That's insane. It is what it is, man. People want to be out and about. We're in the middle of summer. People don't want to be staying home on, watching, Netflix and wearing masks into the bathroom and, you know what I'm saying, and staying 6 feet apart from each other at the dinner table. They don't want to do that crap anymore. They want to be out and about. They want to be socializing. They want to do those big things, Let's see here. Doomsday Prepper. Oh, my God. It's Doomsday Podcast. He decided to show up at the right time. He must be home because there's no way. No, I mean, he could still be sitting on a beach someplace. What's he got to say here? Colleges get their money right away. The banks are waiting to get paid. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a true statement. Okay. What do we got here? Paige O'Brien, what's going on? Delivering, okay, we got that one. Let's see here, 3,000. Oh, they're catching up to you. What are we doing? We are talking about lots of things. We just got done talking about the Fourth Amendment, Eric. Let's see here. You're still overseas? Okay, good. Okay, I think we're good on that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next subject. Okay, if you guys are seeing this on the YouTube, this is actually my YouTube channel. And I'm not going to play this video. I just brought this up as like a mental note. So if you did not watch that video, I do recommend that you go to the YouTube channel, that you watch the video later on. It is a brand new company called Contingency Medical. And I wanted to explain just like one thing to you guys. I think they're still using their promo code for launch 20. And you basically save $20. I am an affiliate, but I don't make any extra money. I actually lose money when you use that launch code. So, and if you guys know me, I don't really give a shit. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this particular kit. If you take a Jace case and you take $259.99, the same exact thing. Their version of this. $259.99, but they scale up. They have more medications and different medications inside of different cases. So I wanted to get that cleared up. But if you bought a basic Jace case, and if you bought the basic contingency medical case, then you're going to get the same exact products. I think they use a little bit different antibiotics, but they're in the same spectrums. So it's basically the same 5. If you do that, then they're going to cost the same amount of money. I just want to let you guys know that. And, we're going to go from there. And over there you go. All right, let's see here. Hello from Canada. Beautiful, full lifestyle. Beautiful. I really needed to start wearing my glasses. Anyway, good to see the Canucks in here. I love you guys. Get your asses in the Discord. We have a handful of you already. I need your t-shirt size. I wear a men's large. Let's see here. Why do preppers bug out? I don't like the woods. Jackney Water? Wootton. Jackney. I'm gonna stop saying it. Jack. Most preppers don't like to bug out. Most preppers are, this is where our stuff is. Why would we want to leave? Bugging out is just a plan to escape in case things here are not viable anymore. That's all it really is. And if you don't like the woods, well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. There are preppers that don't like the woods. I mean, have you seen the angry prepper? I mean, come on. Bug in, baby. Exactly. Why would I run away? This is where all my shit is. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Something just popped in the YouTube. That was a great... Thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. The company really liked the video. I owed that video to them for like weeks, and they didn't say one word to me. I didn't make any money off that video. It's literally just... It just had to be done. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be other competitors out there, and what we have to do instead of... What I noticed with the Jace cases was after a few people, to include myself, got contacted by that company... and were asked to do our versions of their videos, they had a lot of sales take off, and then everybody on the planet started selling the Jace case. This particular company I've been working with for probably maybe 3 or 4 months, I think. And I'm literally telling them, no, your website looks like shit. Fix this, fix that. Why are these cases that's not even the right case they sent me. And they know they screwed that up. They're like, we'll send you the right case for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the other case is actually smaller. Because I think that's the Go Pack, and that is designed to be something like if you were going to go on a trip, like you went overseas or something. You just grab this, and so that case is like. So this case is like this. Is this big, right? It's as big as my head. All right. The case that it's supposed to be in is about that big. Okay, and it's a softer case, I believe. They're supposedly sending me one. We'll see what happens. But the reality is that they are a brand new company, but they're already starting to service the prepper community. And I told them flat out, you can talk about this traveler stuff all day long, but the preppers are the ones that are going to buy your shit. Okay, so we're working with that. I'm just trying to help them. I don't make a penny on it. I would just like to see a company for once actually like make something that the preppers want that they can afford, you know. And here's the thing: I know $259.99 is a lot of money. I know it is. Okay, so and I know I've already checked the stats this morning. There was about 50 hits on that website that were associated with my video. Nobody bought anything, and that tells me that it's all economy driven, because if we all had $1 million, we all know we would have at least one of these for each of our family members. It's that easy. So I just wanted to answer those questions, and if there were any other ones that popped up during the chat today, then I could answer those then, and we can go from there. Okay. Once again, they are prescriptions, so you would have to basically digitally do stuff and prove who you are, shit like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get off that, because like I said, that's all I really wanted to do. And then let's see here. This came in my email this morning. This one was super awesome. The title of this is Biden's Ministry of Truth Officially Shuts Down. Now, I don't know. I know for a fact that there are things that they say they turned off that they didn't turn off. They say they're not doing that anymore. They're still doing it. But I thought it was interesting. Because there's a little bit of banter, and you guys know that I'll read these articles, I'll watch these videos. I'm listening for key things inside these statements that will say exactly what they're trying to say, or tell me exactly what they're trying to say, or whether there's an internal battle there, you know. Please, I'm new. What's in the 10 days? The 10 days has came and went, Robin. If you're truly interested, using your phone, because it doesn't work on PC, go to my pinned video. It'll explain the whole thing. Can't trust any government. Absolutely truth. Absolutely true. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger so I can read it a little bit. And then let's see here. On Wednesday, the Department of Homeland Security announced that it would be officially terminating its Disinformation Governance Board. Bum, bum, bum. I'm writing this in pink because this is ridiculous, all right? So basically there was a board, okay? There was a board that was over in Congress overseeing this disinformation board. And so there's this fight back and forth about stuff, okay? So that was just a blank statement that I just wrote you from the article. Now, This one right here. The department welcomes the recommendation of the Homeland Security Advisory Council. So basically, the Justice Department is saying, we really would like to hear what you have to say. So that's what all this pink is about, which has concluded that countering disinformation that threatens the homeland and providing the public with accurate information in response is critical to fulfilling the department's mission. We thank the subcommittee for its work, which required extensive fact gathering and analysis over a short period of time. So basically, DHS is going, whatever, dude. We don't care what you think. All right. But you're Congress, so we have to do what you say. Okay. So, in accordance with the HSAC, and the HSAC is the Homeland Security Advisory Council. So if I say HSAC, I'm just gonna say Congress. Okay. So in accordance with Congress's prior recommendation, Secretary of the Homeland Security of Mir, I don't know if you've ever seen this guy. He looks like an alien. Has terminated the Disinformation Governance Board and rescinded its charter effective today, August 24th. That's hilarious. With the Congress recommendations as a guide. So basically, he just said, when he said as a guide, he's saying, yeah, they're kind of recommending that we do these things, but we really don't have to. The department will continue to address threat streams that undermine the security of our country consistent with the law, while upholding the privacy, civil rights, and civil liberties of American people and promoting transparency in work. So when they say that, as a guide, we will continue. Thanks for showing up, Congress, but we're still going to do it anyway. We just won't have some crazy woman running the shit. That is it's so insane. It's absolutely bona fide dumb, you know. Let's see. Doggle Ball says, my first and foremost thing is to bug in unless I absolutely can't. Exactly. Bob says, definitely. 3 different contingency cases. What's the difference between the 3 different contingency cases? The antibiotics, it says, included the same between them as they just in a bigger quantities. Yes, Billy Buck, exactly right. That's what I tried to explain to these people. The way they're Billy Buck has obviously been to Contingency Medical's website and is reading it, and it's confusing as shit. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. I tried to make that. I wrote them an email last night after the video posted, and I sent them the video, and they reviewed it. And by the way, I get to make any fucking video I want to. They don't get to say what my videos are. It's in the contract. That's right. I've got a contract. Choo-choo! I do love the company. I do, because they listen. All right. But here's the thing. What I told him was the website is confusing because people associate cost with size and size with cost. Okay, and that they needed to be more specific about the way they did things. And then it's like big package, little package, big package, more money, less money, more money. It's like it didn't make any sense at all. So I tried to explain it to them. And if they're watching now, maybe you should pay more attention, and I'll explain it again. So on the little one, you know what? I hate to do this, but let's. Here we go. So if I go to my website, where are we at here? It's just the fastest way to get there. We'll go to Trusted Products. I'm going to slide down to, where are we at here? They're at the bottom because they're new guys. Contingency Medical. And then we're going to go to the packs. Let's just click on the packs. All right, so you've got the Go Pack, the Ready Pack, and the Ready Pack Plus. And I think I see their logic in the way they did this, but the problem is it's confusing because the cases are all like just it's wacko. Okay, so all right, so you've got the Ready Pack. Now the Ready Pack is the $259.99. That is actually supposed to be it may actually be in a different case. Anyway, the point is that the Ready Pack is the same as Jace Medical. It's going to have your 5 antibiotics. They're probably all going to be exactly the same except for one. I think they swapped it out for a different kind. I think, and I'm not sure why they did that, but obviously there'll be some portion of the enrollment process where you tell them you have an allergy to a certain antibiotic and they replace it with another. Okay, so that's the basic one, $259.99. All right. Then the next one up is the Go Pack. Now the Go Pack is those 5 antibiotics plus 3 different medicines. Okay, one of them you can actually buy over the counter, but I don't think you can get it in the amounts that you actually want it. And then the other two are are actually prescription medications. They're for like nausea, some really bad stomach stuff, things like that. The general idea behind the Go Pack is that if you were overseas, you would have a what is it? And you were sick, you wouldn't really want to run to the hospital overseas. I mean, unless you're in like a very modern nation. And you could be able to treat yourself, get yourself home, and then be able to see your doctor. So you've got those two. So you've got those two pieces, right? And then now the Ready Pack Plus is a plussed up version with more medication than the Go Pack. Those are the three main differences. Okay, so that's hopefully that explains that. Hopefully that answers your question, man. Bad words. Tracy, it's gonna happen. I'm a grown man. It's a big world. I try my best, but sometimes those things happen. Okay, so back to the whole DHS thing. They're saying it's shut down, but the words that they're writing in response to from the DHS is basically, we're gonna keep doing some work, guys. We're just not gonna tell you about it. All right, let's see here. What else we got here? Let's go ahead and check that. My eyes are really bad today, guys. So on the TikToks. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I can make my TikTok screens bigger. So I can actually... Oh, it's so much better. Well, I just saw a proclamation that Biden had capped insulin. I believe that when I see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the next thing. And yesterday, you guys are going to love this. This came in last night. This was actually a tweet that I retweeted. If you didn't know it, Local Prepper has a Twitter account. Oh, no, not that. Hey, what's going on, Daddy Semper Fi, bro? Daddy, Chesty, Green Dong. Green Dong. You got the old green weenie. You got to be there to know what he's talking about. All right, so yesterday we got into this heated conversation with this real person who just had to be right about everything, and I thought it very ironic and hilarious, so I had to show it to you guys. So in my feed, my Twitter feed yesterday, I'm going through it, I'm reading stuff, seeing if I can find some content, just trying to stay up to speed on things. And this pops in, right? So I'm gonna let me make this bigger. That's what she said. So this is an invoice from August 23rd, and for a the invoice is for $29,000. And there's two things. They're actual GM part numbers: battery and coolant. The battery is $26,000. My brain immediately said electric car. And so it actually says vehicle volt. And so I actually Googled, or I actually did a car search on the VIN number. And the stink of it was, first I did the battery just to make sure that this wasn't a hoax. I did an actual GM part search. It is the battery it's a high voltage battery for an electric vehicle. What kind of electric vehicle is that? Let's see here. Did this thing bug out on me? Yeah, there we go. It's a 2012 Chevy Volt. There's its VIN number right there. So you remember that turd yesterday? I got a warranty and it's 20 years. Well, that Chevy Volt's battery, dude, Cat Stokes, 10 years. So if you really think that you're going to replace your car every 10 years, or the battery at $28,000, yeah. I think Canada's going to have a bad day. I think California is going to have a very, very bad day when they start to implement these things. I think that the legal battles that they're going to face are not going to be in their favor. And it's funny, too, because I still don't understand how the state of California can avoid federal regulations on the sales of cars. So I think once old Joe is out of office, or we just take back the other branch of government that makes sense, then we can get some of these things resolved. I have an electric riding lawnmower. Jack, those things are really cool, but you know what? I do not like the price tags. My girlfriend thought it'd be a good idea to buy one of those electric push mowers, and I showed her the price, and she just walked away. What's up, Ty? What's up, Karen? Let's see here. So I thought that would be funny based off of our conversation that we had yesterday with the individual who believed that electric cars are going to last forever. All right, so let's see. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and close those windows. I don't see any real comments on them at all. Imagine putting $28,000 in 1,000 cars. The Big Show, cha-ching! Spot on, brother. Spot on. That is absolutely insane. See, and that's what I don't think these people, they don't understand this. The internal fuel combustion engine is designed to run for miles and miles and years with enough parts that you can fix it here and there. Batteries are not like that. When these batteries burn out, they're going to recycle them. You're probably going to get 10-15% out of that battery. It's insane. And if you've ever seen the inside of one of these batteries that they use, first of all, they come in sections. It's not this ginormous battery. It's sections of batteries that are all wired together using a wire harness, and then obviously it goes off to some kind of controller. But inside of that one battery, inside of a regular car, like, have you ever seen the inside of a large lithium battery? It's like anywhere from, I don't know, 30 to 60 small lithium batteries. They're all soldered together. That's how they make these things. That's where most of the weight of an electric car comes from, is inside that battery pack. You know? You can get $1,000 back on your taxes. Well, the problem with that is you have to buy the car. Yeah, you got $1,000 back on a $70,000 vehicle. Woohoo! I own 2 Priuses. I know what I'm talking about. You do get it back one time. That's it. Jack says, I'm a retired power tech from the phone company. I know about batteries. Okay, you're now our new battery expert. Of course you own a Prius. Owned, past tense. I owned 2 of them. Both of them blew up. But hey, Jack, whatever you want to throw in there, Jack, you just let me know, okay? All I know is I got 2 Priuses to blow up. I'm looking at an invoice for $28,000 for a 10-year-old battery, and it's not like this little part we're just going to replace, you know? No expert. Oh, you're not an expert? I am no expert. I just know what life has thrown at me. Maybe the government will forget everyone's electric car debt. That's awesome, Karen. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is absolutely hilarious. Woo. I'm no expert. I got you, Jack. Okay, cool, bro. We're tracking, bro. We're tracking. All right. Is Jack's last name? Oh, come on. Be nice, Modern. You be nice. And I see your name there, too, so I'm going to keep an eye on you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get off that. I just thought it would be interesting and funny to do. I think irony was in the air last night when that came across my TikTok or my Twitter feed. We're going to go ahead and close that out. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, a little bit of shameless self-promotion here. If you guys go to my webpage, you're going to see a button at the top of it. Let me see here. We're going to hit the back button here called My Store. And My Store is actually going to take you to my Amazon store. Now, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go in there and I need you to start looking around, okay? I don't care if you buy anything, but I do care if you're thinking about something, if you're like doing research on a specific product that you might like, this is a good place to go because it is set up for preppers. The Bob, like things that I carry on my Bob, portable power. The newest thing that I saw in the portable power, I instantly put it in there. Propane powered generators. Carburetor never fouls. Oh my God. And they're super duper quiet. I mean, compared to a rear generator anyway. So definitely things like that. Got the seeds going on. Got the knowledge section. Everybody's always asking about what books. You can go right there and you'll know what books I've read or what books I recommend. Water purification. Grid down gear. electronics. People are always like, what's on your shelf, man? What's on your shelf? That is all inside of there. What we got? Lady prepper stuff. If you're a female and I see something that I know will work for you and have seen used, then I will put it in there for you so that you don't have to go traipsing around and wonder if that holster's good for you or if this is bad for you. Got some camping stuff, some hiking and biking, because preppers don't ever think about bikes. Oh, no, not that. An alternate source of transportation that is better than frickin' what? Any propane accessories? No, propane and propane accessories. Oh, what we got here? We got some food and the stuff that I like to put in my bug out bag and things like that. My phone's acting weird over there. That was kind of weird. Let's see here. We got some games. I think games are awesome because if when the power goes out, the Monopoly comes out. We got here protective measures. That's for my chemical warfare stuff. We got some food storage. Miscellaneous like prepper type items, some first aid stuff, vehicle things. People ask me all the time, hey, where'd you get those nets for your Jeep? Yeah, well, that's where I got them, right there. Stackables. Stackables is where like my long-term food storage ideas are. Footwear, actually boots that I own, shoes that I wear, things like that. Got some tools and of course some clothing. So it's do you own a freeze dryer? I do not, Viking Queen. I do not own a freeze dryer. Because they're somewhere between $2,500 and $5,000, and it is what it is. It is. It's actually, I'm going to say this. You guys aren't going to like this, but in the long run, it's cheaper to buy freeze-dried food. Now, if you have the money to freeze-dry your own food, then go for it, okay? Because those things have to run for hours. They do use some amount of electricity, and then you have to use your time to process the food. There's a lot of things. Dehydrators, I do have a dehydrator that I'll use from time to time, but dehydrated food will only last so long. It's not the same as that freeze-dried. Freeze-dried and then stored properly, you can get about 20 years of storage out of them, you know. I'm from Florida. I got camo for Florida area. I used to be in Florida. Okay. Well, I'm the official Florida militia, Jack Newton, the one that is sponsored by the government, or just something that people figured they'd do. What do we got here? Let's see. Bully Pack says, yep, that's why my 2 Harbor Freight generators are converted over to run tri-fuel. Boom. Just like that. All right, so shameless promotion. When you guys get done watching, go and take a look at my my store. Dig around there. If you like some shit, buy it. Whatever. I make 3 cents for every $100 you spend, or some crap like that. You know. Let's see. We're gonna go. No, it was a regulated militia. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. So the next thing I've got here is you guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. Democrat, well, we're just going to say Mayor Bowser of D.C. announces unvaccinated students will be denied an education. No option for virtual learning. So she's in a press conference yesterday, and someone asks her, and she basically says that if you're not vaccinated, you can't come to school. Well, what about virtual learning? We'll do it that way. No, we're not offering that. So she literally just took, right now I'm wondering how many black women are taking their rings and earrings off and looking for this woman right now. Because now they're messing with their kids. Now they're saying that even in oh God, it just drives me nuts because it's a race issue. And now a black woman is going against other black people. And it's just, this is the mental illness of the left. You know, her basic statement was, you're just going to have to follow the rules, and that's going to be it. You know, the nanny state explained in one little sentence. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous what these people are doing, and I honestly think it's going to, I honestly think it's just going to blow up in their face. Alrighty, then the same thing is happening in Canada. Well, Canada's gone, man. Canada is a socialist country. And I know a lot of you, you know, it's like, here's the thing. You guys let it happen. You guys let them take your freaking guns away. And then you guys, you know, the trucker strike was freaking awesome, but they were just too damn nice. The truckers tried to negotiate with the government. The government basically said, "You're nobody. We're not talking to you." And when that happened, what should have happened is all those truckers oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. All of those truckers should have got out of their trucks, went into those buildings, and removed those people from the seat of power. That's what should have happened. Because at that point, when they refused to negotiate, they refused to speak with the representatives of all these people, they said, "You don't frickin' matter. You're nobodies. We're the government. We'll tell you how you're going to live. We'll tell you what you can grow. We'll tell you when you can drive your trucks. You just shoo away. You're nobodies. You're dirt." And that's when Canada wasn't a free country anymore. Now it's all talk. It's all talk. And that's what the nutbags in this country are scared of, because we still have our guns. We still have our rights, and we will not give them up. No, none of us will give them up. When they start this whole turning your guns program, when they try that crap, the only people that are going to do that are the dum-dums that are out there on the fringe. See how easy it is? And they'll be making commercials about how, wow, I can't believe how much money the government gave me when I gave up my guns. Wow, this is super cool. The rest of us are not going to do that. It's not going to happen. And I can't advocate for violence in any way, shape, or form, but what I can advocate for is the rights that they're not given to us by these people. They're ours already. And people keep forgetting that shit. They keep forgetting who we are. You know, we're literally the last star in a sky full of darkness that's promoting freedom. Everybody wants to be here. Check the borders out. So, as far as Canada's fallen. Canada's gone. Oh, you just advocated for the violent overthrow of the Canadian government. And I just can't have people like you around. Let's see. Government is meant to protect the rights, not give us rights. Exactly. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on, because this chick is not worth our time. What do we got here? I think we're starting to run low, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys this. This is something that I ran across last night. I do follow this guy, but I'm going to make that screen big. I'm going to drink some coffee, and we're going to watch this real quick, guys.
We must be very straightforward with you today, because this is a very serious issue. After 2 years of continued interruptions in food production, global food supplies have gotten really tight. But now that extreme weather events are leading to the mass destruction of crops and the liquidation of beef cow herds, while a bird flu pandemic is resulting in the depopulation of millions of egg-laying chickens, food supplies are set to get even tighter. And when people start realizing that massive shortages are emerging everywhere, it's safe to say that things are gonna get a lot crazier. When even the United Nations starts using the word biblical to describe the famine that the world is facing, that is a sign that the hour is very late. Right now, food prices are aggressively shooting higher, but given that the Federal Reserve is still scrambling to contain inflation growth, this is about as low as food prices are gonna get for the foreseeable future, and that is gonna have very serious implications during the times that are ahead. We still have a window of opportunity before the next wave of trouble comes along, and in this video, we're going to show you why you should use this window of opportunity to buy lots of food and store it someplace safe. Before moving on, please make sure you leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the most important news. Now, when we talk about stockpiling food, some people often think that if they have a couple of months' worth of food stored up in their pantry, they will be just fine. But the truth is that this isn't nearly enough for the reality that we're about to face. We actually should have enough food to feed every single person in our household for an extended period of time. And honestly, many of us will need much more than that, because when widespread shortages and waves of panic buying start hitting our local grocery stores and supermarkets again, many of our friends, neighbors, and extended family members that did not prepare in advance will come knocking on our doors asking for help. Millions of Americans out there are already struggling to afford their everyday necessities and turning to food banks to have enough to eat and to feed their children. The overwhelming demand that we are witnessing at food banks around the nation right now gives us some clues about what we can expect as economic conditions continue to deteriorate. In Texas, 21.4% of residents in the Houston metro area reported being food scarce between June 1st through July 13th, according to the U.S. Census Bureau's Household Pulse Survey. With inflation, with the gas prices, we are seeing a rising increase in the number of families who come out to us, revealed Shane Baker, a food pantry coordinator with Catholic Charities, which partners with the Houston Food Bank. This summer, millions of children are experiencing food insecurity because they can't have access to school meals. Maya Medina, program manager at No Kid Hungry Texas, a national campaign aimed at ending childhood hunger, says that schools are often the front lines for food-insecure children, saying, during the school year, kids can rely on school meal programs like breakfast, lunch, and after-school meals. But when school is out, many of those meals disappear, Medina said. Summer is the hungriest time for a lot of our kids and teens. That means they miss out on a lot of the consistent nutrition that they used to, or that their families have to stretch their budgets even further than they anticipated. Right now, an estimated 38.3 million individuals in the United States are living in a household that is defined as food insecure. All over the country, food banks are making every effort to meet the higher demand due to decreased donations, supply chain delays, and inflation. In Chicago, Illinois, Man Yi Lee, a spokesperson for the Greater Chicago Food Depository, notes that demand for supplies is steadily rising across all of their facilities. We are definitely seeing an increase in demand for food throughout our network of 700 community partners, including food pantries, shelters, and soup kitchens, she said. With inflation at a 40-year high, prices for food items like eggs and meat are up by 19.4%, meaning that food is currently more costly now than other goods. Explained Joe Sostrom, president and CEO of the Food Bank of Contra Costa and Solano. These prices continue to impact the most vulnerable in our community, especially in combination with elevated gas prices, supply chain shortages, and the long-term effects of the pandemic persist, Sostrom added. A new USDA report shows that Maine now ranks 5th in the nation for very low household food security and 1st in the New England area. Food banks in the region are seeing more and more people in need of assistance. Last year, the Good Shepherd Food Bank of Maine and its partners distributed 31.6 million meals. That's a 16% increase over the prior year, according to Jessica Donahue, Director of Marketing and Communications for the organization. One of our partner agencies, Augusta Food Bank, located in central Maine, recently said the amount of food distributed by them has increased by 67% over 2 years ago, and there's no sign of it slowing down anytime soon, Donahue exposed. There are 40 to 50 cars lined up along the road leading to our Hunger Relief Partners building every Thursday morning for Free Food Thursday. During the day, they usually see 85-plus cars pass through, distributing 50,000 meals every month, she continued, emphasizing that this is only one of our nearly 600 partners. People can stay in line for up to 6 hours to be able to get a box filled with fresh produce, cereals, and non-perishables. This is the reality of what we are currently facing. So many Americans are already in desperate need, and this perfect storm is just getting started. Can you even imagine sitting in your vehicle for 6 hours, waiting to get some supplies so you can have a meal? This is how desperate some families in the United States have already become. A new survey conducted by the Urban Institute found that in 2022, food insecurity rose to roughly the same level this June and July as it reached in March and April 2020. 1 in 5 adults reported experiencing food insecurity in the previous 30 days. Among adults with jobs, 17.3% said they had experienced food insecurity, compared with 16.3% in 2020, researchers highlighted. And as we mentioned at the beginning of this all-important video, the United Nations is using the word biblical to describe the famine and starvation that is coming all around the world. Recent projections released by the UN's World Food Programme predicted that the number of people facing acute food insecurity stood to rise to 265 million by the end of this year, up from 135 million just a year ago. That would mean an additional 130 million people were living on the edge of starvation, largely due to the worsening global economic conditions, with wages, supply chains, and production under pressure all around the world. The International Monetary Fund warned that the global economy was likely to experience the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, predicting global growth would contract by 3% this year. WFP Executive Director David Beasley said that if we can't reach these people with the life-saving assistance they need, our analysis shows that 300,000 people could starve to death every single day over a 3-month period. And this does not include the increase in starvation seen during the health crisis, he added. Beasley warned, "I must warn you that if we don't prepare and act now to secure access, avoiding funding shortfalls and disruptions to trade, we could be facing multiple famines of biblical proportions within a few short months." We don't know about you, but we find that warning to be quite sobering. On a similar note, Arif Hussain, WFP's senior economist, said that the global economic crisis could be catastrophic for millions who are already hanging by a thread. It is a hammer blow for millions more who can only eat if they earn a wage, he stressed. Initial United Nations forecasts show that in a worst-case scenario, about 1/10 of the world's population will not have enough to eat by 2023. The impact will go beyond just hunger, as millions more are also likely to experience other forms of food insecurity, including not being able to afford healthy diets, which can lead to malnutrition and obesity, it noted. Unfortunately, even though we have already seen so many crazy things happen over the past couple of years, most people are still not prepping. When things start spinning out of control early next year, most of them are going to be short on food and supplies very rapidly, and we're gonna see chaos in our local stores and massive waves of hoarding and panic buying. So much more pain is coming. But you know what? Most people don't want to face reality. Most Americans still want to believe that the future is gonna be peaceful and prosperous, so they see absolutely no need to prepare for the turbulent times that are approaching. But we must take care of ourselves because no one else will, and getting ready in advance is gonna be crucial to survive the challenging times that are ahead of us. Act while you can, because when the window of opportunity closes, there will be nothing left to do. Thank you for watching. If you find our content informative, we strongly recommend you check out 7-Year Up.
All right, so what we were listening to is something called The Epic Economist. He actually has another YouTube channel that's even a little bit darker. I don't really pay a lot of attention to it, but the guy's not crazy. He's actually a world-renowned economist who is basically completely retired. He's a millionaire, and he just makes these videos for people that he wants the world to be informed about, you know. There were a couple things that came up on the TikTok side that I wanted to address. One person asked, and I'm sorry, the scroll moves, so I can't really see your comment or your name. But they were like, what are we preparing for? And it was like, okay, so that person is new to the channel. That's dynamite. Everybody gets a fair shake. Well, I mean, we're preparing for the eventuality that things are going to get worse. No one's scared. We're just going to be ready for it. That's all. That's really all it is. You know, it's you know, I hate getting into this because one of two things is going to happen. The person that I'm directing the comments to is either going to be like, there's now, the shelves are full here, gas is going down. Or they're going to be like, holy shit, I had no idea, and their eyes are going to get open. You know, it's like, what do you do when they show up at your house asking for food? You know? So that's kind of the thing that we're doing right now. There was also, Norse Grandma asked me something, and, hey, was watching on YouTube. I don't know how to comment. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Fire Life. I don't know how you wouldn't know how to. Oh, you must be on your phone. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Just for look for any word saying comments and click or touch those words, and the comments will come up. Otherwise, it's like you have to scroll forever to find it. It sounds to me like you're on your phone. Wendell, yeah, no problem, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. I was asking. That's right. Okay, so it's called the Epic Economist. If you look for him on YouTube, it's 2 words, Epic Economist. Let's see. And he is actually verified. He's got a little check. So, on the phone, like I said, YouTube is a pain in the ass to comment on your phone. You're welcome. You're welcome, Norse Grandma. Let's see here. Let's see. What do we got here? We're going to go over our hour. We got enough people that are hanging out here. Let's see if we can't draw some more people in on the algorithm. If you guys could start following the finger, that'd be great. If we can get that up to 15K on the primary channel and up to, I don't know, 5 or 6K on the secondary channel, that would be super duper. I know there's only 3 in there, so I'm not asking for a lot. So just start tapping that screen, and we'll start to pull this other stuff up while we talk about the YouTube. While that was running, people were asking, like, so how long is an extended period of time? And, most of the people that are on the YouTube side are avid preppers. They're not looky-loos. They're actually in the group, if not inside the inner circle. And so I threw a poll out there. I said, do you have stored food for 3 months, 6 months, or a year? And I'm glad to see that at least 58% of them have 3 months of food stored. And then they've got 17% that said 6 months and 25% that said 1 year. So That is that's Grace. Hey, may not have tapped the screen to join. May be watching without joining. That's okay, Jesse. It's not a big deal. But I wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that we're going to go ahead and end that poll. And then there were other comments about different things. Let's see here. Can you tell it crazy? Hungry, starving. I prefer crazy. So Window Liquor says, Deborah, they call you crazy while you can call them hungry or starving. I prefer crazy. So basically, I'd rather be called crazy right now instead of being hungry or starving. Where are we at? OnThePorch.net. Oh, God, I like it. I like that. Off the Porch. I like it. That's kind of a new name. New here. Good to see you. Make sure you follow, and you'll be able to see a lot more stuff. And Angie, I answered your question. He can't see the add comment label at the bottom. I'm sorry. That's not me. That's a YouTube. That's a YouTube issue. The chat is definitely open on the YouTube side. Well, let's see. I started prepping in January. Got you, Deborah. All right. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and move on to our next thing. It is Friday, so it's always going to be fun. It's nice to see people fighting back. This one, it comes out of Zero Hedge. This is titled "Go Woke, Get the Hell Out." Texas bans Wall Street giants BlackRock, Credit Suisse, and others over energy boycott. Here's the gist of the story. After almost a year of suspense that cost banks, businesses, and Texas municipal bonds issuers avoiding firms whose status was unclear, amid the probe, Bloomberg reports that the Republican state comptroller, on Wednesday named the firms he will prohibit from entering into most contracts with the state and its local entities after his office found that they boycott the fossil fuel sector. You know, it's like, hey, I would love to do business with you guys, but I don't want to do business with you if you use fossil fuels. Well, then you just need to get the hell out of Texas. So there's a whole list of them. More than 150 firms were sent detailed inquiries requesting information on whether they're shunning the oil and gas industry in favor of sustainable investing and financial goals. The survey was triggered by a GOP-backed state law that took effect on September 1st. So this is like from last year that this law went into effect, and the companies have been ignoring. And the state has given them more than enough time to get back to them, and they just decided, we're not going to tell you anything. And which limits Texas governments from entering into certain contracts with firms that have curbed ties with carbon-emitting companies. Many firms argue that they're simply reacting to customer demand on ESG strategies, but it appears the nations to produce of crude. Who's writing this crap? Of crude and natural gas saw straight through the ESG scam. All right, so not only did I want you to know what was happening in Texas, am I going live tonight for cocktails? Yes, I am. 7:30. I will be live Eastern Standard Time, and that will be on our Patreon Discord. Let's see. Where are we at here? So I brought this to your attention because there's a little catchphrase that's been slipping into business. You guys are wondering how all this woke crap is happening. Well, it's called ESG, and they're not really talking about it, and they never explain what it is, but let me break it down for you. It's actually pretty simple. So ESG, not woke. You know what? You guys are not seeing my screen on the YouTube side. Why don't you say something? There we go. ESG, not woke capitalism or greenwashing, but an opportunity for employee voice. Isn't that special? So basically, ESG is somebody capitalizing on what the employees want the business to do. Well, suck a duck. That's absolutely ingenious. It's absolutely ingenious and totally ridiculous because the business's purpose is to make money and provide services that people will want. If you start a business and you provide a product or service in that business that people don't want, they don't spend their money on you or your business. It's that simple. It's got nothing to do with what employees want. But let's go a little deeper down the rabbit hole. The founder of this whole ESG thing, okay, he's the founding executive director of the UN Principles for Responsible Investment. Principles for Responsible Investment. I'm going to invest in a company if I believe in it, not if some woke turd in his stupid little doofus glasses is smiling. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely 100% ridiculous. If you guys see any of this stuff with James Gifford or ESG on it, freaking run, because that is all it is. It's just the woke crap. It's just the woke. Yes, Glenn Beck has talked about it for a long time, but that's just it. If you're not in that pipeline, if you're not watching that show, then you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I have not been watching Glenn Beck for quite a while. I used to listen to him on the radio for some years, but the reality is that that's all this is. It's just woke crap. You try to apply ESG business principles to my business, and I'm going to tell you to go pound sand. I'm going to say go away now. All right, time for some shameless promotion. We've been doing this for about an hour. It's time to pay attention. Listen, guys, we had a lot of conversations today about food, about freeze-dried food and dehydrated food and canning and all sorts of stuff. One of the companies that I believe in, that I use because I actually eat my preps, and I actually do buy, and I have a good amount of, is food from My Patriot Supply. I really like the way the food tastes. I've actually, they actually contracted me last year to make some videos for them that I've never even actually seen on TikTok. I think I'm going to start throwing out a few myself because technically it's my property. But the reality is that right now there is these companies, specifically My Patriot Supply, has seen the writing on the wall, and they're buying up all the supplies that they need to give you guys stuff. Well, the supplies keep coming in and coming in and coming and coming in, and now they're overstocked. They're unbelievably overstocked. I've had 3 emails from that company saying that they're selling stuff at 67% off of the price. Go to my webpage. Go to Product Size Trusted Products. Click that link for My Patriot Supply. Start looking around. It's unbelievable, the stuff that they're selling right now. Some of this stuff is like, okay, whatever, But I don't know. Let's go down here to the food. This is that one right there. That one is a 3-month supply at 2,000 calories a day. It's now $6.47. Oh my God. These little packets are normally $35. They're $13 now. It's absolutely amazing. The expensive stuff, okay? Like the whole egg powder, which was $87, is now only $67. It's unbelievable the price savings that they're showing on My Patriot Supply now. So do me a favor, link in the bio, check out the products that I support or the trusted products. You won't be let down, okay? You will not be let down. I don't think I have a code for it, but if I do, it's on my website. I just want to throw that out there because, like I said, once they reach that sales goal to get that stock reduced down to what they're going to need for the next fiscal year, because most businesses are off fiscal years, not calendar years, which is ending in days, which is why these sales are coming up. Then they're going to go back to the regular prices. And right now we need food, and it needs to be less expensive. And if you haven't done any of the math on some of this freeze-dried food, it's basically $3 per serving. McDonald's, the number one meal, not as in their best, but as on their menu, the number one meal, the Big Mac meal, is $9.62. So do the math. All right. Let's see. I have stuff from My Patriots, For Patriots, and Emergency Essentials. There you go. Love it, man. I just like the flavor. I've had the opportunity to test and check all those brands, And one of the problems that I have with 4 Patriots and Emergency Essentials not so bad, but with 4 Patriots, it's like eating a lot of cardboard. Like I said, I eat my preps. If you don't believe me, go back through my YouTube videos. You'll see where I'm actually like cooking lunch. I love their chili mac, and then I throw more cheese in it. It's freaking awesome. All right, let's see. We're going to move off of that right now. I don't see a link. You have to go, Kristen, you have to go to the link in my bio, which is my personal webpage. Doesn't go off the giant or anything like that. And then look for products or trusted products. And then I think it's like the number 2 thing. I mean, what are we doing here? Trusted products. If you're seeing this on there, you click on that right there. And then it's number 2, My Patriot Supply. And then boom, you're in My Patriot Supply. Yeah, I'm kind of a big thing. There's like a handful of other people that sell it at this particular level that actually have their own My Patriot Supply webpage. It's not just an affiliate link. Yeah. Let's see. You got Glenn Beck. You got the little guy that talks like this really fast all the time about politics and hates everybody. You know, you got him. You got Dan, or was it Lomangino? Don? Is it Dan or Don Lomangino? I can't remember. He's got one. There's only a handful of us. So if I'm talking, you better be frickin' listening. It's that easy. That's right. I'm sorry, Happy. I hate that Happy Home link in the bio. Yeah, it's actually there's one link in my profile on TikTok. All right, enough of that promotional crap. Let's see here. Let's see if you can vacuum seal flour. It's good to put it in a paper bag first so you don't clog up your vac. Yeah, that's smart, window licker. I like that. Honestly, what I do with my flour is I've been buying those little 2-pounders, and then I just vacuum seal that bag. It's already in the paper bag. Let's see here. They have a big sale going on right now. Exactly. I've seen them. It's too expensive for me to buy from Patriot Supply. I got you, Ty. And no one's going to say go do it. All I'm going to say is that if you can afford other food, you can afford this food. You just have to start eating your preps. It's that easy. Let's see here. Dan Bongino. There you go, man. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Let's see. My friend is going to vacuum seal my large flour bags. I got you. I think I need to break out. I have a lot of stuff that I have not vacuum sealed because I've just been doing other crazy crap these days, you know. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do this weekend. The ankle is healing up. It's still big, but it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm taking the ibuprofen, yeah, we're just going to keep moving along. All right, so let's go ahead and we got that. Talked about that. Where we got here? Okay, so this is this one was actually kind of funny. This comes from Off-Grid Survival. More manufactured shortages. Now there's a sriracha sauce shortage. An email dating back to last month, Hai Fong Foods informed customers that they're facing a more severe shortage of chili. Why would they be? Why would there be a shortage of chili? And they're talking about the chili plant. Oh, well, because you need water and fertilizer, and you need to be able to grow it in a great climate, and all those things are going away. So, yeah. Compared to a similar situation in July 2020, as a result, all orders placed on or after April 19 will be scheduled after Labor Day, September 6th, in order they were received. Boom. They're literally stopping production. This company, Hu Fong Foods, and you know what's too, because we've all seen this label. We've all seen... Come on now. I'll show you. We've all seen this, guys. Hold on a second here. Where'd it go? Eggs and meat. I'm losing my mind. Sriracha. Symptoms. There we go. Hu Fong Foods. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to crack this window open over here. I'm going to do that. Hu Fong Foods. Images. We've all seen... these images. So we know what this is, you know. They've been talking about a sriracha shortage for years. Well, this is news to me. I mean, I like sriracha sauce, but I've never actually bought it. It's normally something that's like I'll get on a burrito at a truck or something, you know. But are you on the right or the left? I'm in the middle, Sarens Sunday. That's where you should be as well. I'm not surprised. It's a trendy thing now to put it on everything. Well, I mean, it's got a good taste, and it'll clean your colon if you really get enough of it in you. But the reality is it's all based on, you know, a place to grow it in a good climate, the water to keep it irrigated. Let's see, in the fertilizer or good soil to use, and those are all three things that we're having a problem with right now. Hey, what's good? Good morning, Heath Hampton. Good morning. You must be in California. Great to season food. No peppers. Got you on the hair appliance application. Okay. Let's see here. Right side of the left side of the right side of the left and left side of the right. Middle you means non-political. No, that's not what it means. It means that I can view a subject from multiple perspectives because I have an open mind and I understand the actual meaning of discourse and discord. That's all it means. That's all it means. And honestly, Saren, your question doesn't matter here. So, okay, let's see here. So we talked about the great sriracha sauce. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's too much. Where we at here? Just so you know, the next crazy tinfoil hat thing, okay, that you guys are going to start hearing about. Maybe get one kind of pepper. Are we really? No, we're not, Steve, but it was funny. It's like, come on, it's Friday, man. You know, crack a cold one and take a deep breath. So the next tinfoil hat thing that we're going to be starting to hear about probably in the next week or so. Remember, you heard it first. Urban OpX. New York City is the test bed for the first responder tech. Now, coming from a community that uses lots of tech, I want to show you something, okay? So what do we got here? Oh, this is some kind of remote viewing device. Possibly a robot camera. What do we got here? Oh, we got law enforcement holding a drone. Let's see what we got here. We got people in trains. Oh, we got some kind of specialized camera imaging going on here. Oh, oof. They're watching somebody. What is that? Technology developer Zero Eyes trains law enforcement officials on how to verify a gun detection alert from the Deep Zero platform. Deep Zero platform. Working with police. Oh, look, a command center. We're setting up all sorts of electronics. So, oh, wait, what is this? Autonomous Mobile Network Wave Relay, MENAT system. Can bridge to analog networks, offering a solution to interoperability between disparate organizations. The system was deployed from Nussel's rooftop testing space for responders to evaluate. Oh, let's see. A radio system that can link into other radio systems, robots that can go in subways, drones that are flown by police officers. You know, this all sounds quite dystopian to me, guys. This all sounds like just a little bit too much, like at some point where drones are just going to be flying around and there's a criminal and they're going to follow you around. It's going to be like some sci-fi movie. I guarantee the tinfoil hatters are going to come out in droves once they get any word of this whatsoever. So just be aware. First of all, it's not totally a bad thing, but I would say it's probably 10% good and 90% bad. Anytime the government has a new way to intrude on our rights, it's a bad thing. If they pretend that they're doing it from a distance, it's non-intrusive, but the next thing you know, you're trying to buy a lollipop in a blue jacket, and somebody else in a blue jacket did something, and you look kind of like him, but the camera's a little grainy, and now you're standing before a judge. Those are the kind of things that can happen. I've seen them happen. we should be very aware of this, but let's take it with a grain of salt, and let's just see how it plays out. Okay? Let's see. What do we got here? Hillsdale College sent me a national survey on socialism. I'll be filling that out later on today. And, yeah. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Doggo Ball. They ordered the number 10 can of rice and 72-hour food mix from my... Well, okay. Dynamite. Hopefully you use my link so I can earn 3 cents. Appreciated. You know I love you. Let's see. Great for seasoned food. No peppers. Got you all on the hair. Okay, so we're up to speed on that. Agree. Way too much tech support in policing. Railroad been flying drones for several years now. Turner. So is the cell phone companies. They've been using them for inspections of cell towers instead of sending guys up. Good morning from upstate New York. Been prepping for about 10 years. Good. Then you should be freaking ready. No excuses. I got my tinfoil hat and I'm ready. All right, Lanny. Good to see you here, man. I will fill that out later today. Okay, so let's go and open it up for Q&A for about 5 minutes. Anybody's got any questions? If not, I'll watch the screen, I'll drink some coffee, and then I'll turn everything off, you know? Joseph, I'm literally getting ready to turn everything off here in 5 minutes. I almost feel bad for the people in California because they're just turning everything on while we're getting ready to turn anything off. What is your take on the life straws? ANG 82415. I'm sure that means something, but ANG, weren't you just over there a second ago, ANG? Did you move over here? Life straws, I think life straws are great, but I think that if you need to buy the water drop system instead of the life straw. And the reason is because the life straw is only rated for 1,000 gallons, whereas the water drop system is rated for 100,000 gallons. And it comes with a gravity bag. Yeah. And the gravity bag uses the same tubing that a Sawyer uses, so it would actually fit on a Sawyer too. Hold on. This is my kit. I did a video on this. If you go to YouTube, you'll see my video. Gear review on the you can buy these. You can buy these by themselves, but I always recommend that you buy at least one kit because of the gravity bag, the tubing, and all sorts of stuff. And then it's actually pretty simple. You just take that off and you pop that off, and oh, there's still water in it. And then you. These things are cheaper, and you get more gallons out of them. I thought I'd let that air out. Maybe I need to set that down. I'm going to leave that out so I can let that drain. Let's just see what we can get out of that. Let that sit there for a while. But yeah, and then what I do is I just take everything out and I put it inside the Ziploc bag, and then I can just grab it and throw it into stuff. It's good for the house. It's good for camping. It's super lightweight, and the bag itself, if you were to buy the gravity bag that comes with this, it's about $60. If you bought it from like a hiking company. So we'll just set that over there. All right. I just told you that, Conservative Beagle. That is if you go to the link in my bio, if you go to my profile, there's a link. There's 2 ways that you can buy it. You can either go to the trusted products and look for a company called Water Drop. It's all one word. And that's how you go directly to the company. Or you can buy it off the Amazon store, my store, and go to the water purification section, and you will see it there. You will see it in both its standalone format, which is this, and you'll also see it in the gravity bag form. I found products. There you go. All right, let's see here. Judges wear dresses. Okay. I didn't pay more than what I would have bought from Walmart, including shipping. I don't know what that is. All right, good. Let's see here. Oh, you're very welcome, Angie. Let's see here. How much food do you suggest we have set back? I would say a goal for right now would be 3 months. I would say do everything in your power to get your hands on 3 months worth of food. Obviously per person. Yeah. And then start rotating it, start eating your preps and rotating it so it stays constant. And then formulate a plan to try and double, quadruple, You know what I'm saying? And extend that out to a 1-year plan. But right now, I would say do everything in your power to get 3 months, because it's not going to be good. And why do I say 3 months? Because basically the worst part of winter is about 3 months long. Let's see here. Good. Is there a way to convert my well from electric? Yeah, I mean, technically there is. You put in a solar system with a battery on it, and you know, you don't have to convert it. You don't have to convert it from electric. You can just use a different type of pump. Just get yourself a 12-volt pump. Now, unless you have a very, very, very deep well, and then you're going to need a very serious electrical system, because other than that, you're not going to get the water out of it if it's deep. What does a year of food look like? All right, so it's 3 meals per day per person for 365 days. And I'm sorry, I'm not being facetious. That's literally the breakdown. So I have gravity bags. Them gravity bags are nice. I have a couple. Yes, they are. Just bought a 3-month supply from My Patriot Supply. This is where you tell me to use my link, Allison. I got to keep the lights on, lady. Let's see here. What type of natural disaster is hardest to prepare for? Floods, storms, mudslides, earthquakes. I would say probably floods. And the reason I say floods is because we have, as a nation, built our properties, infrastructures, into flood zones, knowing this. We don't think about it when we buy our homes, when we build our buildings, you know, or that wasn't a thought when those kind of things happened. I'm going to change this screen because we don't need it anymore. And next thing you know, you have entire communities, you know, I mean, towns and cities and that are in these flood zones. And it's like, okay, so when it floods, everything gets destroyed. How do you prepare for that? Well, I would say you would just prepare to get the hell out of there. I would say have an alternate location that you can go to on high ground, you know, but I think that's the hardest one to prepare for because you don't really know when it's coming. You know, my daughter was stuck in 2 hurricanes, literally one where she was floating on a mattress. She was using a mattress for buoyancy and a boat picked her up. So flooding is probably the hardest one to prepare for because you can't stop it. That's Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? A hurricane is going to run through. It's going to go its due course. It's going to do some damage or not, and then it's going to be gone. But flooding, man, that's serious. I would say that. You can't prepare for a mudslide. Hurricane Francis in Florida was horrible. It was floods. Exactly. Okay, let's see here. Some 12-volt power supply well pumps can pump 250, 350 deep for around $300 turnkey with everything but the battery. There you go. Window Liquor just gave us some information. You were asking about the well, and I'm going to repeat it. It says some 12-volt solar power well pumps can go 250, 300 feet deep for around $300 turnkey with everything but the battery. So there you go. All right, let's see here. And I believe that because I used to have a solar system that I always wanted to hook to my well, but I just never got around to doing it. So okay, well I think that that is some kind of crazy called earthquake flood insurance. Even though I have land, I have a solar powered well pump. Window Liquor speaking from experience. All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call it. It's been an hour and a half. I was only supposed to do an hour. As a reminder, if you're in the Patreon, 7:30 tonight. Bring your cigars, bring your cigarettes, bring your smile, bring your alcoholic beverages, or whatever makes you happy. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about the week and basically just catch up with each other. We all know it's pretty much it's basically just a hangout. But it's nice to hang out with people that are like-minded. We understand each other, and we can pretty much say what we want around each other without worrying about it. So let's see here. Let's see, off the product. I was a good old Sandy. And yeah, okay, New Jersey, that was bad. You're very welcome, Wendell. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and start turning things off, guys. On the YouTube side, I will see you in the Discord. And yes, go team. All right, guys, here we go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.